This is the garbage dump for Juarez, Mexico, just across the border from El Paso. 2,000 children live here. Their parents pay $10 down to buy a lot, another $60 to build a home. They then can earn $2.50 a day sorting garbage. Narciso Juarez came here looking for a better life. He has 10 children and 16 grandchildren. When they arrived from Matamoros last year, none of them had a peso. But they had a friend, Susie Valadez, who for 24 years has crossed the border to feed and clothe thousands of children who live in the dump.
It seemed like they were not in this world. It was in another planet.
When Susie Valadez first came here, she always carried small pieces of wood for baby coffins. 12 to 15 children died each week, and their parents had little in which to bury them.
I remember that one lady buried her little baby in a shoebox.
So Susie began begging vegetables from her neighbors in El Paso. Her mother helped her prepare hundreds of meals twice a week.
Now make several of those.
Eventually, so did her children and her grandchildren. Word of this commitment has spread. Grade school kids in El Paso bring extra sack lunches so Mrs. Valadez can feed more children. Doctors have agreed to staff a small clinic that her son Danny designed and her other son Jesse helped build. When they were young, she used to give away their clothes.
She'd take the shoes right off my feet.
Susie knew she could always get more. One of the first families she met here could not.
They has 10 children. They sold 2 babies in order for the other 8 to survive.
Susie supported them and others working double shifts as a nurse's aide. She made $35 a week.
And I need a rice.
Other folks help now, but for 23 years, Susie Valadez most often came here alone. She began all this because her husband ran off and left her with 4 young children. She wanted desperately to forget her own troubles. She did.
Everywhere I go, there's needy children. There's no end to it.
The little ones at the dump eventually grow up, and some do leave. But the hunger here is constant. And so is Susie Valadez. Bob Dotson, NBC News, Juarez, Mexico.